Yeah, Rip. We got breaking news.
Rip Rogers, when did that come from?
Somebody's emailed it to us.
Oh, fantastic. Rip Rogers is all elite.
Now he all elite. Rip is all elite.
You don't get any better. Yeah. Tony, send me a
Oh,
check without
hey.
having to be there. I could be like most of the guys in AEW, not have to wrestle,
Yeah.
and don't even have to live there, and get a check. That's awesome. That's what I need to do.
Speaking of your boy, Rip,
Who's my boy?
not Dylan Bostic. Your boy that you brought to the States to wrestle, William Regal. William, sorry.
Darren Kenneth Matthews.
Looks like he is done officially with All Elite Wrestling and officially going back to the WWE.
Oh, good for him.
Thoughts on that?
Great for him. Hell, him and Triple H is buddies. So
how do you think they became such good buddies?
when they got in, Regal was already there. Triple H was a geek. He was a greenhorn. Walked around with his lats out, acting like he was over. Regal, I can just see him just shaking his head. The boy needs guidance. So Regal just helped him out all the time when everybody else wouldn't help him, because here was Triple H and he was getting a nice push in WCW, and he was rotten. He wasn't really rotten. He just didn't have the experience. It takes years to understand this shit. It takes years to get this shit. And then at the time, he had the lats out, and guys just shake their head, because anytime a young guy gets a push, kind of like that Austin Theory, everybody hates him because he's getting a push, and did he deserve it? Hell no. But nobody said life was fair. And we can't all marry the boss's daughter, so what the fuck, right?
We could try.
Yeah.
Got another question for you here. We hit on
mistakes in life.
Somebody said something about AEW a little bit ago. Maybe that was me. Did you see? Did we talk about this last week? Did you see the match with the Outrunners on AEW? I watched it. Did you watch it?
No. No, wait a minute. I seen a clip when Randy did this big spot with the block the hip toss, whatever was, and this and that. Anyway, Randy and Shiloh's working. The Outrunners are working again in Lexington I don't know if it's this week, next week, or whenever.
For AEW?
For AEW, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, I thought that match was awesome.
Yeah. Well, I know it would be.
So it was against two young guys that are athletic and do all the
and they look like little boys out there.
They did. Yeah.
They look like little boys out there.
I think they're brothers.
And I think Tony Khan's seeing that the Outrunners are better than almost all the tag teams that he has. And the Outrunners work more than the guys in AEW. They just don't get the money for it.
I mean, the cool thing is they did some, like, we'll call them high spots or whatever, but it wasn't just the constant flip-de-doo.
Right.
They did some basic stuff too. I mean, the thing they did was sell facials.
Yeah.
They were
just the opposite of what AEW does.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you know the guy. He's in the Jericho Appreciation Society, that Matt Martell or Matt, whatever they call him now. He was in WWE for a little bit. He kind of reminds me of a Jimmy. He's got great facials, but they have him because I think they were on that Friday night internet show.
Okay.
Was what the Outrunners were on.
Okay.
So they film, like, actually, I think it's 4 things. They do the Wednesday night Dynamite, Friday night, what's it called? The Friday night show you can watch on TV.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
And then they got Dark or Elevation and Elevation Dark or something, like 2 internet shows, I think.
So, okay, just hearing that right now. So when they was in Indianapolis,
I think they did them all that night.
Okay, so anytime you have an audience and you have a long show like that, people are just saying, I am never coming back to this. Yeah. I am never coming back to this. They were here on a Wednesday night, a school night, a work night, and they're going to have a show that lasts till midnight or whatever. People say, well, I ain't never going back to that shit.
Greg Smith, correct me if I'm wrong, but does all those shows tape the same night, Wednesday night? When do they start? And when do they end? That's what we need to know here. Put that in the comments. Yeah, and I saw a clip. We'll get back to the Outrunners, but anyway, that Matt Martell or whatever his name is there, I can't remember his name on AEW. He's a wrestler, but they had him on commentary. He was putting over the Outrunners big time.
Good.
He was like, "Look at these guys are awesome," and blah blah blah. He loved them, and Then I think it was God, we never remember their names. Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum.
Yeah.
That's it. They had posted, one of them had posted on Facebook, some guy on YouTube that has a YouTube show, like ours. He had like a 10-minute segment on the Outrunners. Maybe they paid him to do it. And all the reasons why they should be signed, by AEW.
Well, they should be, but hell, Tony's how many wrestlers did he sign? Now you got to remember, if they're only working one show a week and they're only using so many people for TV, they might have 90 people that they're not even using for anything. So then when they get that, now look at this. Then when they do get used, now your body's not in bump shape and you want to get all your shit in like a mark. So now you're going to get hurt. And you wonder why people get hurt. Well, that's why. They don't want to sell it. We got to get all our big moves in. Stupid.
Yeah. Big gold and a billfold, so swole that I can't get the shit closed. So I money fold and rubber band wrap, and when it pop.